One thing, if you can't be real about the fires, then I mean, what kind of quality do you have? And I know it's intimidation, and I don't even know from who. The firemen are intimidated; they won't say anything about it. And yet, what's so amazing to me is it's only a certain amount of people. See, it's a certain type of breed of person. You gotta have a certain spirit. You have to have a connection up top to be able to say it. But you think these fires, like in the Palisades, you think that was because of the dam being empty? You really thought that? Well, what about Santa Rosa? What about Lahaina? What about Boulder, Colorado? Do you know what the richest neighborhood is in Los Angeles? There's, 120 cities in the whole city, in the whole county? The richest city used to be Beverly Hills. It's not anymore. Or it may be second now. Bel Air was first. Bel Air has the history of one of the worst disasters in American history, which was a brush fire, which was very unusual. Palisades was the richest area in Los Angeles when it had its fire. And I will tell you, living in Los Angeles, Palisades doesn't get Santa Anas like that. In fact, from what I understand, Southern California has never gotten Santa Anas like that. But if you believe it's global warming, you're confused. You are very confused. Because you got to understand, they make laws when these homes get burned up. Everyone goes crazy. So you want to come out here and lecture Californians about fires? What, dude, you want us to come and lecture you about blizzards or hurricanes? There's some shit that you just don't either want to know or understand. It's either God or it's fucking aliens or that work as real estate agents and it's gentrification. Because they're not just able to move back into these places. The ground is poisoned. Something has started these fires. And people are like, well, the trees aren't burning. Okay, the fact of the matter is, almost all of these, there's only certain ones. But like Paradise, California, Santa Rosa was the king of the kings. That's where I first saw it. And that was something. They were talking about Terminator, the scene in the future, where they're like, that's what went on there. Because that burned into the city. That burned a Kmart nowhere near the fire. So there were locations that were nowhere near that's not a brush fire territory. And to burn like that at that rate, I mean, to have like 10,000 homes, families of 5, their homes burned totally, all at the same time, like not over weeks and weeks. I mean, we've had fires where they burn over weeks and weeks and weeks, and we lose a lot of homes. Like the Oakland Hills fire, that was a one big day. That was a huge disaster. That was only like 138 homes. You cannot be losing entire cities. That happened to be in redistricting areas like that. When the laws and the codes are the toughest in the world. Some of these homes are sprinklered. If the Kmart burned down, where the fire department was supposed to meet to put out these other fires, which started all over the place at the same fucking time, they have no explanation for that. They're subterranean fires. So the fire's coming from the ground. Where they say the trees aren't burning, the burn patterns indicate that what you're looking at is you're looking at a house that caught fire from the inside. So the brush fire seems to be a cover story during the fire to burn down a home. And they burned the fuck down. They burned in temperatures that had never happened before and have nothing to do with global warming. But I'll tell you what's so funny about it is, you know exactly, if that's the case, and they have weaponry like that, you know exactly who's capitalizing on that. And if they're telling you it's global warming, what the fuck makes you think it's you not recycling aluminum cans? It's you and your car and smog causing that. No. The oil companies, they're responsible. The nuclear power plants, they're responsible. At some point, you've got to realize, I don't care how much intimidation Satan gives you, because those are the big money boys. People got to get together, man, and face off with the bullshit about there was no water because you got a beef with California. You think we don't fucking know our fires? We told you fucking years ago, dude. There's fucking like laser beams. Oh yeah, that's crazy, laser beams. Well, what else do you want us to tell you? They got holes through the hoods of cars. 2 engine blocks, you got laser beam holes. How the fuck are cars flipping over and ending up a mile away from where they were at? Something is fucking going on. Microwave warfare? I don't know. And the U.S. is like, yeah, and we bought from some scammers in Russia this weapon that's a lot like Havana Syndrome. Dude, we were having Havana Syndrome in other places besides the CIA offices in Havana. They've been doing it the whole fucking time. It's these fucks in Washington. I don't even know. Trump's a slave. Who knows who's a slave? And the CIA is like, oh yeah, well, we're slaves too. Well, whoever's fucking doing it, point them out. But the problem is what? Everyone's bitch, dude. Everyone's a bitch. What the fuck is the use of living if you can live like that? You know, I mean, now they cockblock you from even making money on a side hustle. These motherfuckers want all your cash, and you want to play the role like you think it's a fucking drought and the lack of water in the dam? Dude, it's happening everywhere, even under bridges. These fires just break out of nowhere. Spontaneous combustion. Hot enough to, like, melt steel in 9/11. You see, you don't realize about 9/11. I thought it was an inside job. That's one way of putting it. That's one way of putting it. That was some other level shit. I don't believe it's aliens from other galaxies. I believe they're right fucking here in our own environment. I believe they get into people all around us. Trust me, I face off with them all the time. You never know. You know how many fucking attempts on my life I've had? You know how many times I've been killed? Because I talk. That's why I got put on the team. That's why I got protection. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to get taken to the ER with having been poisoned, or that I might lose my leg. And plus, they're censoring me anyways. But you got to figure it out, bro. You got to figure it out. I'm taking a big risk fucking telling you this, and you're not even watching me. So if I get snipered out, I'm thinking everyone's going to watch Don, because Don's been saying some crazy shit. So if he gets taken out, then we know who did it? No, you just turn your backs and walk away. Because you know what? A lot of you motherfuckers think or want to be those people. You just don't say it. No, money is your God. And I'll tell you this much. He's not going to not prove himself. If there wasn't a God, you think I would sit here and fucking be doing all this shit? Unless I knew I had protection. I mean, I knew it. Not like I saw a fucking David Blaine magic trick. Like I know. Like he gave me the winning lottery numbers once and said, just don't buy the ticket because you can't get the money off of it. Because you can't do what I tell you. You cannot use that information to benefit yourself or to self-advance yourself. But otherwise, I'll keep you straight. Just keep on jibber-jabbering in your mouth. And you guys don't fucking listen, bro. I mean, how many fucking coincidences does a dude have to have? No, I am the 1 in a million on Facebook. I'm on here battling AI. Shit, like I said, majority of shit I say isn't even my fucking opinion. I'm posting for somebody else. And if you don't, I'm like, if they don't get it, so keep talking. Your job is to keep talking. And you know what? I find out way more than you do. My knowledge level has gone through the fucking roof. And it goes way beyond fires. But yeah, did you just figure out something was going on? Did you just figure out about targeted individuals? They're targeting Gen X. That's what I'm saying yesterday. You think I'm crazy. We should be able to get whatever we want whenever we need it. We already know what's wrong with us. But they did too. When we were born, they knew it. It wasn't because they were working all the time. Our parents pushed us aside because America pushed us aside. Why? I don't know. There seems to be some kind of like brotherly thing going on there. All of a sudden, America thought their kids were black, even if they were white. That's why they fucking diss Gen X. I'll put it on my mom's life. They never told us that, but there's just something that pushed people away. So it's fuck us when we're born. We're the most creative. They'll steal those ideas. We start Napster. They do file sharing. Thanks for the ideas, guys. We're going to make money on this. Next thing you know, millennials are born, and it's baby on board and fucking Amber Alerts. Oh, shit. So you know how they're going to be. They're all about the money. They don't want to have anything to do with God. But trust me on one thing. He exists. You can tell them to fuck off. A lot of people do. Most of the people who tell me they don't believe in God and they don't believe in an afterlife, they know damn fucking well God exists. They know damn well an afterlife exists. But they don't give a fuck. And that's not trendy right now. So they'll just say they're atheists. But they know exactly what. And they're driving nice cars. They're getting nice boyfriends and girlfriends. That's what's happening with these look at these chicks that work around Trump. All that shit, it's kind of connected to Epstein. They're fucking slaved up. You want a reward? Hey, you come to my side, I'll have that girl like you. But I'm not coming to your side. Well, then she's gonna clown you, and I'm gonna clown you because I don't like God. So don't think the war's not 24/7 around here. And you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't have to be the fucking devil and God exactly. Lies versus the truth. All you motherfuckers are liars. You know you sold out in the last few years. I went out of my way not to lie. And that was to not die. You went out of your way to lie. You don't think there's going to be repercussions for that? You think you're going to win? All right. And when you do, fuck it. I'll either be dead or I'll shake your hand. But you ain't going to win. You ain't gonna win. And whoever the fuck's up there, Solar Warden or whoever, play it fair. Even if you are the fucking devil. What, you gotta cheat all the time? That's why all you motherfuckers, I don't have any respect for you. Because I know how you get your money. I know you're not real. That doesn't equate to you anymore. That's a Gen X thing, and that's only a few fucking years of Gen X. They keep it fucking real and authentic. Keeping it real and authentic. When we say truth, what do you think we're talking about? We're gonna rat people out? No, we're talking about what the truth is about the world, what the truth is about life. You guys are getting played by the media, jumping on that anti-Islam bandwagon, jumping on the pro-Christianity bandwagon like we're number one. White pride bullshit. Fucking you're getting everyone all into a lot of trouble, man. You guys, if there's a race war, it's going to be white against white. It's not going to be whites against blacks. I mean, they're doing a lot better now. You notice they're not getting harassed as much. I haven't gotten a latest report because I don't live in LA no more. So I don't have that inside scoop, but I'll tell you right now, the Mexicans are getting dissed, but they got a home country. White people, you're getting dissed, but that wall is not just to keep people out. That wall is to keep you in. So don't think this isn't a chastisement. I don't understand all the politics of God. And I talk a lot of shit because, what else can I do? I don't own a gun because of that reason. But I can talk a lot of shit. I don't know why something gets done. Just because something's bad doesn't mean the devil did it. But I'd rather, when it's all said and done, I'm going to rather be on the truth side than on the lying side. And most of you are liars. Because you know God said hi to you, and you think you imagined it now. You think you imagined it, because it's a lot easier going with the devil. And I fuck up all the time, don't get me wrong. But he ain't going to get my soul. Some of you have already sold it. You should have read the fine print on the last thing you signed. No, you thought you signed that. But what you really signed was your soul. Yeah, like your vote. Yeah, your vote. How the fuck can you vote for Trump? Voting for Trump was a sin. Anyone will tell you that. So right there, you don't even know it yet. And you're still going to mass like, oh, I'm still spiritual even though I voted for Trump. Really? You support that? What part of the news that was true did you not understand about that motherfucker? I didn't say God didn't put him in that position to destroy America. But when anyone's a fucking rapist and a criminal like that, how can you have any respect for that guy? Because you don't want Kamala. Which anything she would have touched would have gone gold. Why? Because the odds are that the women, or anybody, men or women, she went to public school in Oakland in the 60s, and then she goes bust into a rich school across town with the whiteys. Hey, that's just like me, right? They know everything. They're universal. And also, she's the child of two immigrants. Almost everything that those people touch goes gold. It's a statistic you should look up. Shit, the woman who raised me and taught me Spanish before English. Yo estaba hablando español primero que inglés. Yo hablo español más bueno que de todos los latinos aquí. Porque ellos ya son gabachos. Most of these fucking Mexican kids, they're fucking whitewashed. I'm an American kid who got fucking world washed. And I got ghetto passes in every single ghetto. Some people have a problem with that. Hey, that's the way the boss wants it. Or, I'm sorry, your boss does not want that. Your boss wants everything separated. And Trump is accommodating that, isn't it? Doing everything he can to split everyone up. When we don't give a fuck. There's no problems here. Why do you think they gave us the Peace Prize? Obama may have fucked up, but we didn't fuck up in basically paying your debts. Gen X is paying the debts of all you fucking rednecks. You want to bet? We're walking in the snow. That's why we're never going to make it. We're the smartest. We can make the most money. We have the best ideas. But we ain't ever going to be allowed to make money like that. And we wouldn't want to. So that's why they call it Lucifer's paper. So you go and make your bank, but don't forget who your fucking daddy is. And I may be correct when I say that. Motherfuckers.